Hey, good morning, guys. It's Greg with Trading the Pip. So today I have in front of you GNUS brands, right? Right now it's $1.66. It gained 3 cents during the day, or positive 1.84%, and it didn't lose anything after hours. As you can see, it's part of 100 most popular stocks. It's based out of California, and consumer service retail is the area that it's in, right? So as we scroll down, we can pretty much get through the charts, and the charts is saying that, hey, in the week it's up positive 10 cents. In a month, it's down negative $1.29. In 3 months, it's up positive 1 cent, or positive 0.61%. And in a year, it's going to say that it's up positive $1.41, as you can see, or positive 553.54% over the past year. So this thing's actually up a lot within the past year. And we're going to go ahead and scroll down to show you where I'm in at. And I got in at, which is my average cost, which is $1.97. We got in with 200 shares, and it's 6% of my portfolio value, right? And so it cost me $393, and the current market value is $332. We made extra $6 over the past day, which was last Friday, and then we're down for a total of $61, or negative 15.52%. So a lot of people say, man, you actually are down quite a bit of money when it comes to GNUS brands. But like I tell everybody, hey man, I like to do option trades with companies like this. So GNUS brands is one of those companies that you can do options on a weekly basis, and it's also pretty cheap to get in at, right? So yeah, we are in at $1.97 for the 200 shares, but we've been doing option calls the entire time we've owned this. So we're doing covered call options, we're doing cash secured puts to continue generating income, right? So what I'll do is go down in my history and show you guys, show more history and show you what's been going on. So we did a $1.50 put, it got us $2. We picked up $12 right here, and actually this was combined with this, so this was a total of $10. $14 right here, $8, $2. This is what we spent to buy 100 shares at one point. $5, so we've been picking up monies as the weeks go on, right? Sometimes even as the months go on. And so what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll kind of go into the covered call or cash secured put portion of if you want to generate money on a weekly, bi-weekly, 3 weeks, or monthly basis. So you'll just click on Trade GNUS Options. And as you can see right here, you see buy, sell, call, put, right? And you see expiration date of April 30th, which is next Friday. So as you can see, I already have one in, two, it says $2, negative 2, right? So we're willing to sell our shares for $2, and basically it's right here, actually sell call. This is what we did. We're willing to sell for $2. That's called a strike price, right? And what did they give us for that deal? Well, I pretty much already showed you, hey, I received, a little bit of money for that. So right now they're saying they're willing to pay 3 cents, which is $3 per 100 shares, right? So 2 contracts would be $6. So they willing to pay you $6 for 2 contracts. So I'll pick up $6 with the possible sale of 2. If this price, the share price, does not make it up $2, then the contract would expire on April 30th. I still would keep this money that they paid me up front, because this money is 3 cents times 2 contracts is $6 is gonna be given to me up front. Anyway, so basically what I'm saying is I'm gonna move on to the technical portion of GNUS brands to kind of show you what's going on, man. They have overview, ideas, technicals, financials, so on and so forth. So this is a TradingView platform. If you want to take a look at it, hey, it's a great tool. I use it all the time just to take a look at what's going on. And this is a daily chart. They have it set in. And right now, the summary, they have it as a sell. 11 sales, 9 neutrals, 6 buys. They have the oscillators right here. They have the moving average. So the oscillator is saying neutral, 2 sales, 8 neutrals, 1 buys. And the moving averages is saying sell. 9 sales, 1 neutral, 5 buys, right? So this is the values and the actions of the oscillator. You can go through, take a look. You can add them to your charts as you see fit. And then you have the moving averages. And they pretty much tell you where you should be buying and selling at, right? So at 165, they're saying, hey man, the action is buy. Simple moving average. At 160, they're saying buy. But then they have some of the other ones, which is the same, a little different, right? So exponential moving average for 20-day is 176, they're saying sell. 180 they're saying sell. So as you keep going down, he's showing you, hey, at what price they feel like you should sell at. So when it gets around that area, they're saying sell, 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 so on and so forth, right? So then they showing you where, you know, 200-day, hey, 164 buy, 158 buy. They have some neutrals on this one right here. I don't know much about the Ichimoto Moku cloud baseline, but volume weight moving average $1.93 sell, whole moving average 164 buy. So pretty much it seems like, hey, anything in that 150 160 range, they're saying buy. If it goes into the 170s, they're saying sell. 170s, 180s, 190s, they're saying, hey, sell off, sell off. So that's pretty much what's been going on with Genius Brands. And we can actually take a look at the actual chart, and you see my chart layout, and I pretty much have my resistance lines set up, and I have my blue lines, which is support, and I also kind of mocked up, hey, how far did it travel in 364 65 days, right? So it went up crazy in that time frame. So we're going to take it further back into 2018 to show you exactly where I put my resistance line. So I have a 52-week high, which I marked as my resistance line. So hey, that's the highest it went in 2018, and this is the lowest that it went in 2018, right? So when we take a look, the highest it went was $3.45. The lowest it went was $1.88, right? So if you know anything about your support and resistance lines, you know that if a stock goes past its resistance, then that resistance line is now looked at as a support. If it goes below the support, that support line is now looked at as a resistance line. So we're going to go ahead and scroll back into 2019, and we see, hey, it has a new resistance line and it had a new support because it dropped all the way down to where 5 cents, right? And then we go over to 2020 where it had a low of 19 cents. That's the support line right here. 19 cents was its low, and then it traveled all the way up to $11.75. Man, it exploded in 2020, right? So anybody that got onto this train where they were in at 19 cents and it went all the way up to $11.75, hey man, they made quite a bit of money. And we see where it actually pulled back, it reversed, it stopped right there, $5.93. And then when the next month came on, it came up, boom, and it dropped down. It dropped down to right around here, which is kind of between its resistance lines that are now acting as support, and it kind of went back up and it stopped at $4.16. And then when the next month came back, it was up here, $4.86. And then before it ended, it was down here, right, $2.96. And it's pretty much been kind of slowly going down, and it looks like it's kind of trapped for a while between two support areas that are acting as resistance lines. And now we move on into 2020, and we're pretty much seeing the same thing. Hey, 2021 started right here, and we see that it trickled up 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 weeks. Within a 4-week time frame, it trickled up, went up to about $1.82, or actually a little bit higher, $3, let's say that. And then it kind of drew back down right underneath where that support line was, right, or resistance. And then it came right back up a little bit, trickled up before dropping back down, and then it made its way back up, right, another mountain top, right, and it kind of stopped around that 282 range again. And since then it's been trailing downwards, right? So we got in once again. If we go back and take a look at the 197 range, so we got in when it was actually a little higher, and it was actually trailing downward. It's all good. We've been averaging down since. But now we have a green candlestick, right? So good thing about the green candlestick, we'll just widen it up a little bit. Good thing about the green candlestick is, as we look at some of the other times that we had green candlesticks with this particular stock, we noticed that, hey, we get it for at least 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks sometimes. So it's our hope that, hey, next week that comes in, we see another green candlestick, and it actually kind of trails up a little higher, maybe in the 170s, 180s, something like that. And it kind of ends off the week maybe in the 170s, and then we'll see whether or not we're able to get a third green candlestick. So hey, it's my hope that, hey, the stock goes up in value, whether it be going down, right? We don't really want it to go down. But anyway, I'm going to move on to and actually show you the website, because I wanted to do that in the beginning, but I didn't. So Genius Brands International is their website. Anybody that has young kids probably knows a little bit of something about this. I don't have any young kids anymore, and my kids are almost grown. So obviously go to our brands, kind of shows you what they have going on, overview. Rainbow Rangers is one of the shows. Llama Llama, Stanley Superhero Kindergarten, Baby Geniuses, Warren Buffett's Secret Millionaires Club, Thomas Edison's Secret Labs, Space Pop, and Shaq's Garage, which is about to come on. We got the Cartoon Channel, it's showing the overview, where to watch, about, news, distribution, licensing, news, press releases about the company, so on and so forth, blogs. And they have the investors relations tab is probably the #1 tab that I always tell people to go to. Overview, news and events, company information, financial information, stock data, SEC filings, most important. Then you got corporate governance, right? I love going to SEC filings because you can go and figure out whatever you need to know. What are they actually reporting to the SEC? And then you can obviously go to the SEC website and pull them up as well. But scroll down, just take a look at their website, and they have some of this stuff right here. And hey, it's a nice website. It's been put together really nicely. But once again, hey, any company can put some stuff together. It is an international company. So, hey man, do your research, learn a little bit more. Just don't go to the website and just pick that. You know, obviously go to your SEC filings, find out some information, go through the company's financials, find out what's going on with them. But overall, as you can see right now, the price is $1.66, and I'll actually kind of bring you on top of what I may be doing for next week when it comes to Genius Brands, right? Because we already said I'm in for about 200 shares and $393 total, right? So pretty much what I'm thinking about doing for next week is doing a Trade Genius option. We're going to click on sell, and we're going to do a put, and this put expires on April 30th, right? So I'm thinking about possibly going in with a $1.50 put, and as you can see, that wouldn't have paid me 4 cents, right? So we're going to go here and do the calculator. So I'm thinking about bringing in 10 more contracts, which is 1,000 shares. So what I would do is I would say 0.04 times 10, which equals the 1,000 shares. 10 contracts equal 1,000 shares. 100. So what we got is 0.4, right, which is 40 cents. So we could just as easily clear it up and say, hey man, 4 cents times 100 shares is $4. So $4 times 10 contracts, $40. So they're gonna pay me $40 up front to say I'm willing to buy at $1.50. Now, this expires by April 30th. They're gonna give me the $40 up front, and if it does not go down to $1.50 or below, I won't buy the shares, right? I won't own the 1,000 shares. But if it does drop down to $1.50 or below, I would now have to buy those 1,000 shares at $1.50. It doesn't matter if it had dropped down to $1.46. I would have to buy at $1.50. So they'll pay me $40 up front, and this would be the actual cost because they paid me the $40 up front, and the break even is $1.46, right? Because of the $40 that they paid me. So at that point, I would then, once I receive the money in the contracts, once I receive the money, which is going to happen in the beginning of the deal, and let's say I did get assigned the 1,000 shares, beginning of next week, May 7th, I would go in and do a sell call option, and then hey, I would automatically say, hey man, I'm willing to sell this at $2 for $6. So at that point, we know that we're making $60 from those 1,000 shares. Now, the good thing about that is I own 200 shares already. So my deal would be $6 times 12, which would now give us $72. So now we're willing to sell at $2. They're going to give us $72 off the total deal. And if we go back 1 week ago, we received $40, right? So 72 plus 40 equals $112. So in 2 weeks time frame, Genius Brands has paid me $112. If it manages to go up to $2 per share, we sell them off. We got all our original money back plus $112 on top of that. If it doesn't, hey, it's cool. We just repeat the process once again, move on to May 14th. Right now, they're willing to give us 8 cents. And if we decided, hey, we don't even want to deal with doing this on a weekly basis, we can always decide, hey, screw that. Let's go to May 28th. It'll be a monthly deal. They wouldn't give us 14 cents, which means that we're going to be making a little bit less, but we can always just do the quick math and say $14 times 12 contracts equals $168 plus the $40 that we already picked up, which puts us at $208. So we get all that up front, $208 up front, and we just have to wait to see whether or not it sells off at $2 by May 28th. Now, it's up to you and what you want to do. I like to do mine on a weekly basis so I can pretty much find out whether or not, hey, it's going to be going up or down. But it's up to you on how you want to do it. So this is one of the trades that I'm thinking about doing. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it just yet, but I'm looking at the numbers and trying to see whether or not it's going to play off to my benefit pretty much, right? But $208 for the month is pretty much what I know I can pull off if I decided to do that route or somewhere around it, because the numbers may change on Monday. But anyway, hopefully you guys have a great day. Hey, and once again, I really do appreciate you guys liking, subscribing, commenting on the channel. Hey, I really do appreciate it. And I want to keep pushing forward to bring you more and more content as the weeks go by, months go by, and so on and so forth. Once again, have a great one. Peace.